Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Now this vlog is going to be this is future me, previous to what you're about to watch in the vlog. So since I started in May, my new job, I haven't actually vlogged that much between sort of now and today's September. Well, we're in September now. So I was thinking, let's do some like monthly vlogs, see if I can get loads more content on my days off sort of thing, and then sort of just post a bit like how I did a few years ago, and I did emptying out my phone gallery. That series, it's basically similar, but when I then, because my contract ends in November, I think, so then by that point I can then get a few more videos out. So this one is actually a catch-up vlog of the stuff that you've missed to current time, which is September. So it's May and June. So May is the weekend I went away to Peter Kay. So I vlogged going to Peter Kay, and then we went to Golf Fang in Cardiff on the Saturday. So that's pretty much the first part, and then I will jump back in a bit later on with more information about what you're going to watch, because I'm actually not too sure what's in the vlog yet. I've just edited the May ones all up together. So yeah, so that's basically the weekend away. But how is everyone? I hope everyone is actually loving life, because I am tired, but I'm loving life. And then yeah, we're just going to carry on. So this is going to be a very jumpy sort of vlog, because you're not going to see it sort of in real time. So yeah, let's rewind back to May, where this part of the main vlog is taking place, which is when I'm going to Peter Kay in London, and I am going to Cardiff on the Saturday. So when I need to sort of clarify some stuff. When I'm in a big kids brunch sort of thing, the families that we all knew as children, so all of us, all kids, all grew up sort of with the same sort of families around. We're obviously all now older, we don't see each other as much. So when we do go and see each other, we're known as big kids. So and it's now like big kids and partners sort of thing. So yeah, that's sort of how it's getting on, all right? So yeah, let's jump in to where it's in May. I think this is May the 16th, I think. 16th and 17th, it's somewhere near that sort of time. I will double check the dates and stuff. I'll let you know in the next one. But yeah, Peter Kay was such a fun thing, but this is it in May. Hello everyone, welcome back to a brand new vlog and a brand new video with me. Today, this is actually going to be like a weekend vlog, because it's quite a busy weekend. We're heading into London in about an hour, because we're watching Peter Kay. This has now been like 3 years in the making. My sister bought these tickets in 2022. It's now 2025. I'm now just got myself ready. So I'm wearing my New Balance trainers, my black, I want to say Primark chino shorts, and a Levi's top. I'm going to get everything else ready in a second. Still need to do my hair, because it's everywhere. And then tomorrow, my sister and I are heading out into Cardiff. Woo! To meet up with some of the older lot. So it's going to be quite a busy weekend. I don't know how much I'm going to be able to talk and film, so we'll just sort of go from there. But yeah, join me on our way to London and ready to watch Peter Kay. I am so excited. I'll try and do a roundup on Sunday of what's happened. So yeah, we'll do that. But yeah, enjoy some of the montage clips you're going to get, and let's go.
just thought, while I'm getting myself ready to go out, because today's currently Sunday, so I'm going to start off by using my L'Oreal Men's Expert Hydra Energetic Anti-Fatigue 24-hour Moisturising Cream. Don't know why I said that so fast. So yeah, this is just the L'Oreal Men Expert. I'm going to get myself ready because we're going out to the pub. I'm seeing my nan and my granddad. But I just thought, also, I've had a whole weekend sort of away, and I really awkward vlogging like in public. So I was like, do you know what? I'm going to just do a whole debrief like after. So today is Sunday, so Friday, my family and we were all going into London to watch Peter Kay at the O2. So we got on the train to London, absolutely fine. Oh, I love this moisturiser, by the way. Yeah, so we went on to the train to go to London. So we went on from Bristol. We went from there to not to Temple Meads. We went to Paddington, and then from Paddington we went to Canary Wharf that's where our hotel was, and then we caught the DLR to somewhere. I want to say West Ferry on the way back, but I don't know where it is on the way out. I think it was somewhere. I have vlogged it, like going out and seeing this cool sort of thing. Before we went into the Old Tavern Inn, I think was the pub. I'll leave the pub name up here. Where I had a steak. That steak, honestly, was gorgeous. I loved that steak. So when we went to have a steak and food before going out, I'm going to put on the American Crew Forming Cream. I'm not putting in the clay today because I don't need to set it, because I'll work tomorrow. Oh, if I can actually undo it. I should have done this beforehand. So yeah, we were sat having a meal. Absolutely lovely. Got into the O2. I never quite realised. The first time I went to like the XL for DragCon and stuff, but I never realised how big the O2 was. And like, obviously everyone goes like, oh yeah, the O2 is one of the biggest stages. And I was like, oh yeah, of course it is. You know, like everyone will say that because it's London. It's got massive stages and massive stuff. But honestly, the audience in there was only like a few boxes, like in like the middle bit, that weren't actually full. Every other seat of every other thing was full for Peter Kay, and he was phenomenal. And you know, like when you do like a music, you go and see a band or whatever, they can fill out that hall. But stand-up comedy is hard enough as it is, let alone try to make like, you know, like 20,000 people like laugh. That honestly, it was so good. It's unreal. The only thing is like, right, side note, I can't actually see my hair, so I'm doing this all by feel. So yeah, so I'm on my phone. Yeah, so where was I? Yes, so we got there. And to be fair, prices for, you know, drinks and stuff wasn't actually that bad. I think it was like £8.40 for a can of Thatcher's Blood Orange and like £8.30 for a can of Budweiser. And then like obviously like the smaller beer, like the beer cans were a lot smaller. They were 330s rather than whatever the bigger ones are. So yeah, that was all fine. Then we got the DLR back to where our hotel was, and then we got the bus to the train station to then get the DLR out, which was actually so much of a better way of doing it, because the tube line, I'm not kidding you, if you were at the back, you were going on the last train at 3 a.m. Bear in mind, we left at 10:30. It was manic. It was hectic to get into the subway straight from the O2. So I would always recommend finding a train station a little bit further out, getting a bus to the train station and joining the train on a different platform. Because unless obviously you have to go, you know, subway and then you have to go underground, like it just wasn't worth it. So we ended up getting back, having a drink, and then my sister and I ordered McDonald's because I'm not gonna lie, we ate at like 5. By the time we got to like at 11:45, we were hungry. So we ordered McDonald's and then took it up to the room. It was a nice premiere in, and then yeah, slept. And then my sister and I went out to Cardiff yesterday, but that was absolute ball ache trying to get to. So we managed to get the train from our hotel back to Paddington, and then the train from Paddington back to Bristol. But that it was just so slow, the train. And like I was gonna vlog, but I hate vlogging out in public just because I don't mind doing it in my car, I don't mind doing it here in my room or whatever. But something about the outdoor area, because obviously not everyone does it, and it's still, you know, reasonably new, and it's not like we're in London or anything, or like the trains in London. They're very judgmental people, so I don't tend to vlog that much out in public. I'm gonna try and do that more near the end of the year, but let's just see if I get the vlogging game back up. We got to, I think we got to Bath, but we were stopped just outside because of some delay that they were signalling delay they were having, which then delayed us for our connecting train to Cardiff. Because my sister and I literally ran when we got to Bristol. It was like the Cardiff train had been delayed by like 2 minutes, so it should have been at like 12:58, and it wasn't even till 1:02, and we got there at 1. So we are literally pegging it with all these like spare drinks that we had from the night before, pegged it all the way to the station, like to the other platform, and we just missed it. But luckily, everyone who we were going with actually stayed. So it was actually quite nice. I'm using the Moroccan oil. Don't know who did it, but it's Moroccan oil, basically. That's what I used to set my hair. Yeah, so we did all that, fine. And then we got another train over then into Cardiff. And then we went to some golf. Again, I'll leave the golf name up here. I'm not quite sure where we went for golf. So we ended up having a few drinks before, went to go do this golf, and the golf, I think, and the golf was phenomenal. It is an 18s plus golf, I'm not gonna lie. I wouldn't take any kids there. But if like uni students want a, you know, a fun day out, that is definitely a day out you should do. And then we went over into Fat Hippo for some food. And like, it's a burger place. I'm not really a burger place person. I'm not really a fan of burgers in general. It was not something that, if I went to a restaurant, I wouldn't order it straight away. And I wouldn't go like, oh yeah, because with burgers, I don't really like salad. I don't like sauces. And I would literally just have burger, cheese, and then a bun. That's it. So sometimes it's more hassle than it is to order a burger for me than it is just to order like a pie, which I will eat. So, but I went there and I ordered the Fat Hippo burger without the sauce because it's the only one that I seen that didn't have any salad in it. And I was like, hopefully it doesn't come with salad. But because I was literally going like, oh, I don't want to order. Ordered that and then the potato waffles. Oh, it was 10/10. If you're going in Cardiff, I recommend Fat Hippo 100%. It was so nice. And then we went to Spoons and then we came back. So that was literally my weekend. I'm gonna use the Jean Paul Garnier Lamel spray as my scent to go out today. I don't put it actually on my skin, like I say on my skin, on like my neck, just because my neck is still flaring up and I don't know why. So I just leave it on the top because that's that. But yeah, so I'm now ready to go to the pub. I just need to put some shoes on. I'm going to put my grey shoes on, my grey trainers, which are these ones. I'm going to put these ones on to go with the outfit. But yeah, honestly, that weekend, full, but it was a full sort of weekend, but it was so good. So I would definitely recommend if you need to watch Peter Kay, watch him now. He's still on tour, so watch him in wherever you are. Also, Fat Hippo, absolutely amazing. And yeah, I'm going to try and vlog a little bit more. I am trying to, but it's just that I'm now flying. When am I flying? Monday, so tomorrow. So that would be last Monday for you guys. So yeah, like.
Oh, well, it's me again. So that was May. So that was the 16th, 17th, and 18th of May. That was that weekend. So let's skip then to when I went out in June. So in June, this is sort of the first weekend I had it as holiday, but it was pre-booked. And we went to Penzance to do the Maisie Day sort of weekend, which is honestly such a good weekend. Loved it. So here's just some of the vlog clips that I've sort of got from Maisie Day. There is a video I know of like their, I don't want to call it a it's not really a mascot, but it's more like a traditional sort of thing for them. which is like a horse's skull being moved around. It's very weird, but yeah, you'll get the vibe of it. So yeah, and this happened over the June weekend. So it's the last weekend of June, and so it must have been the 20. So Sunday must have been the 29th, because that's my dad's birthday. So my dad's birthday was on the Sunday. So we went from I went from the Friday. So everyone went on the Thursday night to do like the mock mayor section, but I was working. I didn't book it off. I sort of booked the Monday off, not the Thursday off. So I did that instead. So I went down. So they all went on the Thursday night, where we had a shared house. We went with my sister's boyfriend's family. So yeah, we had a shared house. It was absolutely amazing, and they did a really good thing where it was like you had like a plastic cup. You paid for your first pint in the first pub you went to with the plastic cup. So if it was like £5.60 a pint, it was £6.50 for the patch. You had to pay the pound for the pint, but then you kept the glass for the whole weekend, and they were all sort of engraved with the Penzance Maisie Day 2025 stuff on it, and there was different things on it. And for the whole weekend, there was different live music acts. There were sea shanties, can't even say it, but yeah, they were there as well. They were amazing. And they had like the mock mayor and stuff like that. So it was a very traditional sort of not really sure how to describe it. It was basically a very Penzance thing, because everything was in walking distance, and I loved the weekend. The main road for like the main pier bit at the front, so where all like the beach is, all that was all shut. They had fairground rides, they had loads of entertainment going on. So yeah, so the next part, which is mainly like collage short clips, is all to do with the Maisie Day weekend. And yeah, I didn't film anything in July, so yeah, I will update you once you've watched that section. And then yeah, God, it was a lot. It was a lot to take in for the weekend, but just have a watch, and I will debrief you after. Right, so that was Maisie Day. So that happened over the last weekend of June. So bit of a awkward one to start off with, just because I was working. So I went on a Thursday night, but I was working the Thursday. So I ended up having to go on the Friday because when I booked my holiday and pre-booked the holiday beforehand, I didn't quite realise the date. I sort of muddled up my dates a little bit, so I went the day after. However, I loved it. I absolutely loved Maisie Day, all heart, because it's one of those things. It was similar. I was going to say it's similar to Glastonbury. It's nothing like Glastonbury, but it was a similar concept where it's just music and entertainment for like the whole weekend, and they were based in like different parts of Penzance, which is lovely. So you got your steps in, plus with all the bars, bit obviously being local bars, you bought a pint, and your first pint you bought the pint and then the glass because it was all sort of said like Maisie Day 2025 on it, and then you walked around and then you just had your pint glass refilled all the time, which was such a good way because usually when you do like festivals or like big street parties and sort of stuff like that, it that all the rubbish comes with it as well. But that, to be fair, there was no rubbish anywhere along the seaside nor on like by the beaches or around places, which was such a good idea. So if it happens again next year, I am going to go back because I absolutely love it. I'll just have to see about work. But yeah, absolutely loved Maisie Day. It was such a good weekend. So I went Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and we all came back Monday morning, which is where you see us having the breakfast about halfway down. And then we then went off and then we all carried on back home. And oh, it was just such a lovely weekend. Like with so we went, so my family went, and then it was with my sister's boyfriend's family as well. So we all went down. So we all went down, met everyone there, absolutely loved it. And it was just one of those things where it was so chaotic with people, but it was quite a chilled weekend, not really rushing anywhere, not really having to be somewhere at a specific time. There was people obviously like in the gazebos performing, and they had like a set of who's going to be performing when. Whether they stuck to the times or not was pretty much a different matter. But I absolutely loved it. And then yeah, then the next vlog it won't be actually in July. So I didn't film much in July for the fact that I was absolutely hectic with work. But also quite a lot of the content I was wanting to film was for Instagram and for TikTok. So all of them are actually more up to date than what you're watching now. I know this is going to go out in September at some point, so in October you'll get a August and September sort of collab, and then November will be October. So I'm trying to catch up with that being like a month behind sort of thing. But yeah, absolutely love Penzance, absolutely love Maisie Day, absolutely loved Peter Kay, absolutely loved Cardiff. So that was pretty much the first sort of like mid part of my year sorted, done. You've now all caught up. Thank you very much. Thank you guys so much for watching. I haven't done an outro in such a long time, so let's see if I can still do an outro. So thank you very much guys for watching this vlog. Please make sure you like, subscribe, comment, whatever down below, because I'm so up to date with what I have to do on YouTube now. So yeah, comment down below, subscribe. Make sure you follow my Instagram and my TikTok. They're both more up to date than this. Clearly is. And other than that, I shall see you next time for a brand new vlog. Bye.